In a village nestled between rolling hills lived a young boy named Max. Max loved to paint. He dreamed of colors dancing on his canvas, transforming into magical creatures and wondrous landscapes. Every day, Max would sit by his window, his little paintbrush in hand, trying to capture the beauty he saw around him. He painted the sun setting behind the hills, the fluffy sheep grazing in the meadows, and the vibrant flowers blooming in his garden. But no matter how hard he tried, his paintings never seemed to capture the true beauty he saw in his mind. His colors were dull, his lines were shaky, and his paintings lacked the magic he yearned to create. Max sighed, his heart heavy with disappointment. Max loved to mix colors. He would spend hours trying to find the perfect shade of green for the grass or the right blue for the sky. But his colors always turned out muddy and dull. He practiced drawing lines, trying to make the sheep look fluffy and the flowers look delicate. But his lines were always wobbly and uneven. Max started to doubt himself. Maybe he just wasn't cut out to be an artist. Maybe he should just give up and focus on something else. A single tear rolled down Max's cheek as he closed his paint box, his dreams seemingly out of reach. One day, a kind old woman with sparkling eyes visited Max's village. She was a traveling artist, and her paintings were said to be magical, filled with vibrant colors and lifelike details. Max, drawn by the woman's captivating artwork, shyly showed her his own paintings. The old woman smiled kindly at Max. She saw the spark of passion in his eyes, hidden beneath layers of doubt. She reached into her bag and pulled out a small, beautifully carved wooden box. "This," she said, handing the box to Max, "is for you. Remember, true magic lies not in the tools, but in the hands that wield them." Section 4. The magic fades. Max opened the box and gasped. Inside lay a paintbrush unlike any he had ever seen. It shimmered with a soft, golden light. He dipped the brush into his paints and gasped again. The colors swirled and danced on their own, transforming into the most vibrant hues he had ever seen. He began to paint, and to his amazement, the brush seemed to move on its own, guided by an invisible hand. His paintings were more beautiful than he could have ever imagined. The sheep were fluffy and full of life, the flowers were delicate and fragrant, and the landscapes were breathtaking. But as Max continued to paint with the magic brush, he realized something was missing. Section 5. Finding the magic within. The joy of creating began to fade. His paintings, though beautiful, lacked the personal touch, the effort, the struggle that made them truly his. He realized that the magic wasn't in the brush, but in the journey, in the learning, in the overcoming of challenges. He put the magic brush aside and picked up his old familiar brush. It felt different now, heavier, more significant. He started again, mixing colors, practicing his strokes, embracing the imperfections. He learned from his mistakes, each stroke teaching him something new. Section 6. The real source of magic. One day, the old woman returned to the village. Max, filled with newfound confidence, showed her his latest painting, a painting done with his own hand, his own effort, his own magic. The old woman smiled, her eyes twinkling. "You've found it, haven't you?" she said, her voice filled with warmth. "The true magic was within you all along. The brush merely helped you see it." From that day on, Max continued to paint, his heart filled with joy and his canvases brimming with life. He inspired others to embrace their passions, to persevere through challenges, and to discover the magic within themselves. The magic of dedication, self-belief, and the courage to keep creating no matter what.